The Edmonton Oilers have had a very busy summer. They brought in a lot of new talent, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. In this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts on which Oilers I think will have career years this upcoming year. In this one, I'm looking for just points amongst the players, and there's a lot of players I think could have career years. Which Oilers do you think will have career years this upcoming season? And stay to the end of this video as I have some pretty exciting news. And leave a like, guys. Come on, hockey is 1 month away. With that out of the way, let's get right into this video. And starting off at number one, the player who I think there isn't really an order to this. I just randomly put these players in here. So I think Viktor Arvidsson, the newly acquired Viktor Arvidsson, will have a career year this year. For points, that's what I'm getting at. Career high points before was 61 points, and that was many moons ago. Well, that was a few years ago. The last time he got 61 points was back when he was still playing for Nashville in 2017-18, so it was a little bit back, but I think he can do it again. Why? Well, you look at who he's going to be playing with. It's either going to be this guy right here, you see it, or it's going to be this guy. So I would not be surprised. Obviously, the only concern here is his health. If he's healthy, I think that's easily. I think he gets this easily, and who knows? I'm going to do a predictions video. I always do one ahead of the season, and it's always fun to look back at, but I'll think, you know, he could be high 60s. I'm going to go high 60s, 70 points. I really think. You look what was able to happen with Zach Hyman. He was a 40-point player in Toronto, and the Oilers made him an 80-point player. So that's 40 points increase. So is it crazy to think that he can get 8 more points than 61 playing with Connor and Leon? Not at all. Like, who knows? I feel like I'm lowballing it. He could get like 80 points. Maybe. He really could. So that's Viktor Arvidsson. I really think he's going to have a career high. Let's just looking at his goals. But yeah, he's scored 30 goals twice, I guess, it looks like. So I think Viktor Arvidsson's destined for a career year this year. So who knows? Next up, I've got Zach Hyman, another right shot forward. His career high was 2 years ago now, 83 points. And even though he set a career high in goals this year, he actually had less points. But he had 83 points was his career high, and I think it's just shooting up with Zach Hyman, guys. Like, he is so fun to watch. I honestly think he's probably the 3rd best driver on the Oilers team, and what I mean by that is, you know, Nugent Hopkins, he doesn't really skate with the puck. You know, he gets the puck and he usually gives it away. Every now and then you'll see him drive the play, but as far as forwards go, and you know, Evander Kane, when he's on it, he's also in this argument as well, but just Zach Hyman is getting so comfortable skating with the puck, and he does, when he has it, he on it, most times he just doesn't want to get rid of it. So yeah, he's driving the play. He's not scared to skate with the puck. You see it, whether it's his zone entries or he's just circling around behind the net. You know, he's very confident with skating with the puck these days. It's awesome. You love to see it. And 83 points for him. I think if he's riding shotgun with Connor Mcdavid, he's only continuing to progress. I think he gets a career high, but I don't think it'll be by much. Like, I think he maybe 87, 89 points for Zach Hyman is fair to say. What do you guys think? Do you think has he plateaued? Is he going to have a career year this year? Drop a comment down below. I actually do read every single one. What people were saying was one of the worst contracts, free agent signings in history has just worked out so well for the Oilers. So you love to see it. Next up, our first defenseman on this list, who I think is going to have a career high. I guess what I'm trying to get at is it would be very crazy if all these players had career highs going into this season, but I just feel like they will eventually surpass their highest, you know, point total that they did in years prior. It's going to be crazy if all these players do that, and I just want to say. So Evan Bouchard, 82 points. Could he do it? Yes. Could it be this year? Who knows? And so it's good that I say that now, because, man, if all these players had career highs, that would just be the craziest thing ever. But Evan Bouchard, 82 points this last season, which is crazy, in 81 games played. He's a point-per-game player in the NHL as a defenseman, which is just insane. I said he was going to be like the next defenseman to have 30 goals, and I still believe that. So I think he's going to have a career high in points and goals this year. He had 18 goals last year. Yeah, like I think for sure he could be. You saw what he was able to do in the playoffs. If he's clicking at that rate all season long, he could be pushing 100 points, which is crazy. And that's when competition gets more stiff too. So the fact that he was able to do that in the playoffs is just insane. Evan Bouchard, I think for sure he gets more than 82 points, at least somewhere in his career. It could be this year, and who knows, could he be a 100-point defenseman? That would be insane. That would actually be insane, but you look what he's doing on the power play. Again, he's got these two guys, so that certainly helps, but kind of like Zach Hyman, he's getting way more comfortable. What he's able to do on the power play is something like I've never seen like any Oiler ever do before. Tyson Barrie wasn't doing this, and Tyson Barrie was a very, he was pretty offensively gifted as a defenseman, but the way he fakes the shots, and you just look for him this season, and if you know, I was enjoying watching it last year, and especially in the playoffs, man. He'd fake the shot on the blue line, and then he'd do this sick toe drag, and he'd just go around, like, he'd just keep on doing it. He was just fake pumping, and then it was just, man, he just made the defender's opposition bite most times, so it was cool to see. I think he can get a career high. What do you guys think about that? I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility at all. So that's sweet. And for the next career high player, I think I have is his defensive partner, Mattias Ekholm. He had 45 points last year, which is pretty sweet, which was actually a career high. He was never able to do that before in Nashville. So could he get 45 points or higher? Yeah, I think he could. I don't think that's again out of the realm of possibility. You see it, and it was in March. Like, Mattias Ekholm was doing really good. Like, he did this one, he kind of did exactly what I said about Evan Bouchard on this one play. Forget who they were playing, but he did this sick toe drag, and he just sniped it, and it was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, this guy's a stud. Could he get more than 45 points? Yeah, like I don't see why he couldn't hit 50 points, especially with Evan Bouchard's going up. I think it makes sense. Mattias Ekholm, more often than none, he's passing it to Evan Bouchard. He loves to, because why not? Evan Bouchard's going to make something out of nothing. So I think he could get at least 50 points this year. Okay. Next up is your other newest Oiler, Jeff Skinner. His career high was with the Buffalo Sabres. And this is interesting because he is a very roller coaster player. Some years he's really good, some years he's not so good. So this will be interesting. This is probably the one I'm most, I don't know if he can do it, just because his year last year wasn't that good, but his career high was 82 points. That was like 3 seasons ago, and I have written down here, maybe. He could maybe do this. 82 points. Like, if he's playing with Connor and Leon, and a lot of with Jeff Skinner, he relies on who he plays with. When Tage Thompson was hot, so was he. And so if Connor or Leon are hot, which they usually are, I like his chances, but 82 points, like that's quite a bit, being a point per game player. He's done it in the past though, so I don't see why he can't do it. He did it without Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, so who knows, man. I'm really excited to see what Viktor Arvidsson and Jeff Skinner provide. It'll be fun to watch, like those guys are really good hockey players, and I think it will show. So, you know what, screw it. He's going to have a career year as well. They're all having career years. You're having a career year. You're having a career year. You're all having career years. Okay, next up, in the final two we have. Okay, this is crazy, guys. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Leon Draisaitl could have a career high year, this upcoming season? His best season to date, 128 points, which is 2 seasons ago. Man, and that's crazy that he was able to do that. But I really think he could hit like 130 points. That's 2 points off. Yeah, sure. I don't think he's quite hit the summit, hit the plateau. I think you got a little bit more in Leon. Maybe, man, could you imagine if he hit 140? I feel like that's maybe a little bit out of the realm of possibility. I'm saying that a lot in this video, but I think really Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, they're in the prime of their careers. You look what Leon, it honestly seems like Leon saves his best hockey for the playoffs, because what he's able to do, he's skating way better. I honestly think he doesn't try. And I know this might sound weird in saying that, but you just look. And everyone, I covered every single Oilers game last season, and I was in pre and post for Edmonton Sports Talk. And even people were commenting, man, we haven't seen Leon skate like this, at all in the regular season, right? It's weird, but when he decides to turn it on, which he can do, obviously, watch out. He's unbelievable. He's a top 5 when he's at his peak, when he's in his prime, which he is. He's like a top 5, top 3 player. It's crazy. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 130 points. I'm saying it. Leon Draisaitl career year this year. Mark it, book it. There it is. And last but not least, the captain of the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid. He set a career high 153 points 2 years ago. Could he join the other 2 players that have only ever done this, have reached 160 points, being Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky? I think he can, and I think this is the year. Could you imagine? Oh my God, that would be history. Never in my life, you know, growing up in the, you know, early 2000s, hockey, the offense was like down, right? Like in 2014 or 13-14, whatever it was, Jamie Benn, 87 points to win the Art Ross. Those were the numbers I was getting used to growing up. And then Patty Kane, he got a crazy 100-point season 2 years after that, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like they weren't that many growing up for me. And then you had this year, you had years prior, Nikita Kucherov's 128-point season. I was like, oh my gosh, like maybe scoring's going up, and it clearly is, which is just great for the sport of hockey. And also what would be great for Connor McDavid to just match history, to reach history and do something that only 2 players have ever done. That would be cool to see. It really would, whether you're a Oilers fan or not, just a hockey fan in general. That's sick. It really is sick. So if McDavid was able, if he is able to beat, you know, 153 points, I don't see why he can't. You looked at the year he had last year, and it was kind of up and down, and he was injured, and was he injured? No one really knew, but clearly he was injured. And Connor McDavid, 153 points. Can he get higher than that? I think he's going to have a career year. Book it, 160, right on the dot, 160. I don't think that's impossible. So that's all I got for this video, guys. What do you think? Career years, is this too many? I think, you know what I should put? I think these players can have career years. I still think that a lot of them have, you know, that potential to reach new limits in their offensive abilities. I really do. But will they? That's, I don't know. I don't know if all these guys will reach career highs, but I know they could. They really could reach career highs. It's just, I don't know if they will. It would be crazy if all these players had career highs just going into this season. But, you know, you never know. Crazier things have happened. So what do you guys think? Guys, drop a comment down below. Thanks for everything. I know I've kind of been up and away last little bit, and thanks for bearing with me. It's kind of been a grind, but I do have some exciting news, and if you made it this far, and I've been hinting at this for quite a while. I might have like overhyped it, I don't really know, but this is still kind of something I'm pretty proud of and pretty pumped about. You know, I've been doing this channel for almost 4 years now, and the goal was always to just keep doing this, and see what it could do for me, and maybe make a career out of it or whatnot. But I've always wanted to do something like this, and I'll show it right now. Yes, it's very early in the process, but Above Average, we're getting a new logo, which I cannot wait. My buddy Marcel, shout out Marcel, he's helped me with this bad boy. I've been trying to put one together for a while now. The first one I had was in college, and it's yeah, I definitely need some improvement, so my buddy helped me out with that. But we're also, along with the logo, I'm planning on getting some merch out here pretty soon, and I'm very pumped for this. Like, this is going to be so sweet. So it's still very early on in the whole process, but I'll be able to get some details out hopefully within like the next few videos. Meeting up with the person who's helping me with all the merch and whatnot, and we have some pretty cool ideas. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you like? Do you like this black logo? Do you like this like kind of mint green logo? What one would you prefer? I don't know. But guys, I really am pumped for this. Whether you buy one or not, I'm through the roof excited. So, and going forward, once I do have all the details and everything like that, I'll address them obviously in the video. And if you guys want one, yeah, absolutely, I'd recommend getting one because it's sick. I love it. So I'm going to be repping them. I can't wait. It's going to be cool. If there's any nasties watching or listening and you want any, for sure, drop a comment down below. Any subscribers that have been you know, subscribed for a long time, drop a comment down below. Maybe I'll give you one just for free. Like, we'll do giveaways, something like that. But this is something I've been working hard for, and I can't wait to finally to wear one. It's going to be so sweet, and it's really good quality. It's actually the same brand as like the Champion, you know, the Champion hoodies. It's that quality. That's the brand I'm getting it through, I'm pretty sure. So very exciting stuff, guys. I'm really pumped, and I can't wait. Can't wait for what's next. I really I'm expecting a big year this year, just with work. And here's hoping I'll be in the Oilers locker room, maybe, who knows. So just keep on keeping on, guys. I really appreciate all the support. Don't be average when you can be above average. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for everything. Drop a comment down below, as always. Am I out to lunch? Will these players have career years? Who knows? Drop a comment down below. Thanks for everything, guys. Don't be average when you can be above average. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.